This bird is a turkey, specifically a wild turkey, Milagris gavapavo. Each year, over 48 million of this species are eaten at Thanksgiving in the United States and Canada. Thanksgiving turkey dinner has been an annual tradition in North America since the mid-1800s. However, it's thought that the first Thanksgiving festival, back in 1621 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, did not feature wild turkey, but a different bird, one you've probably never heard of. So what is this mystery bird? And why have you probably never heard of it? Well, the reason you've probably not heard of this bird is because it went extinct in 1932. This is the heath hen, Tympanuchus cupido, an extinct subspecies of the threatened greater prairie chicken. The heath hen was a game bird, similar to turkeys, but much smaller and much more numerous. Heath hens were abundant in scrubland and plains on the east coast of the United States, as seen on this map. These birds were hunted for food, and due to their abundance, are speculated to have been one of the main dishes of what's now known as the first Thanksgiving harvest celebration in 1621. Heath hens, along with deer meat, also known as venison, fish, and other birds, such as ducks and geese, as well as maybe a few swans and possibly even turkeys, may have been eaten as well. Like the passenger pigeon, these birds were hunted to feed the eastern colonies, and declined rapidly due to overhunting and habitat loss. Then they became extirpated from the mainland by 1870, with only roughly 300 surviving on the island of Martha's Vineyard, off the coast of Massachusetts. And by 1932, the heath hen was extinct, with no surviving individuals. Heath hens belong to the galliforms, within the Galloanzerae, which also includes the ducks, geese, and swans, which is one of the first major clades to diverge from the rest of the extant birds, only second to the Paleognathae, the ratites. Within the galliforms, the heath hen belongs to the family Physonidae, along with the pheasants, turkeys, grouse, and the Old World quail. Within Physonidae, the genus Tympanuchus belongs to the tribe Tetraonini, within which it's sister to the genus Dendrogapus, which contains the dusky grouse and the sooty grouse of western North America. Tympanuchus, the prairie chickens, contains only 3 species: the sharp-tailed grouse, the lesser prairie chicken, and the greater prairie chicken, with the latter two having experienced major declines since colonization, now having much more restricted ranges within the United States. The greater prairie chicken, Tympanuchus cupido, previously contained 3 subspecies, until the heath hen went extinct, leaving just the threatened Pinnatus subspecies, which lives through most of the United States, and the critically endangered Attwater subspecies, which is now endemic to Texas. The Attwater's prairie chicken may end up following the same path of the heath hen to extinction, reaching a low of only 12 wild birds in 2018. A captive breeding program was initiated in Texas, and many individuals were released in 2019. But by 2021, the population had declined to less than 100 individuals once more. Nevertheless, the program continues to this day, and the wild population is now estimated at roughly 170 birds, with annual releases. Greater prairie chicken populations continue to decline, mainly due to the loss of prairie habitats and human disturbance. Prairie chickens, including the extinct heath hen, are polygamous, where males do a booming display on leks from mid-March to early May, where they produce booming sounds through the esophageal air sacs, which are only present in the males, with the best performing males mating with multiple females, who then leave and raise their young alone. Heath hens consume a variety of seeds, grains, buds, and insects, which they hunt on the ground, similar to other grouse species. In turn, a variety of animals prey on prairie chickens. The main predators of adult heath hens were humans, hawks, such as the red-tailed, broad-winged, coopers, rough-legged, in addition to eagles, harriers, and also goshawks, but also falcons, owls, weasels, minks, badgers, foxes, coyotes, and even cats. While the nests and eggs also fall prey to snakes, possums, crows, skunks, and raccoons. So they have quite a few predators. Prairie chickens do fly. However, goshawks and falcons are much quicker and more maneuverable, so many fall prey to them. So why are turkeys now placed at the center of many American and Canadian Thanksgiving meals? Writer Sarah Josepha Hale is one of the major reasons. Harvest festivals were commonplace throughout America's history, but there was no official holiday, and although turkeys were commonly eaten at such festivals due to their abundance and large size, in addition to being raised on farms, while the heath hen was smaller and had gained a reputation as poor man's food during the late 1700s, then subsequently declined during the 1800s. Sarah Josepha Hale's 1827 novel, Northwood, contained an in-depth description of a New England Thanksgiving, with a turkey at the centerpiece. She also campaigned to establish Thanksgiving as a national holiday, as she believed it would help to unify the country as it teetered on the brink of civil war. George Washington had previously encouraged a day of Thanksgiving as well, and Alexander Hamilton is credited with saying, "No person should abstain from having turkey on Thanksgiving Day." Then, in 1863, President Lincoln proclaimed that the last Thursday of November would be a day of Thanksgiving during the height of the Civil War. Canada later established its Thanksgiving holiday in 1879, with it being held on November 6th, until it was switched to the second Monday of October in 1957. And now, 48 million turkeys are consumed on Thanksgiving annually. Though we must not forget the role the heath hen played in the origin of our celebration, as well as the role we played in the extinction of this interesting animal, and the decline of its close relatives. The heath hen was an incredibly interesting species. Until next time on Animal Analysis. Subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed, and comment on which species we should analyze next. And maybe check out one of these other videos as well.